Hi guys, in this episode we're going to be doing something a little different. I've bit the bullet and we're doing the dreaded T word, yes, tidying. I've finally gone around to fixing that cable management problem that's been bugging me and you over the past 2 years. I've time-lapsed the whole affair for you to enjoy after we run through what I've changed on the rig along the way. Other than the odd cable tie and duster here and there, I did use a few extra bits and pieces to help tidy up. These great 3D prints from Mark Taylor 3D printed designs helped to hold the SimuCube 2 power supply in place, as well as some of the cabling. And I've also got 3D prints for the knob sounds to put them under and behind the seat, so I can adjust them and hold them in place. I sorted some 8mm dust cover strips for the aluminium profile, and they are to help stop the dust from getting within the channels, which is really hard for us to reach. They also double up as a way of hiding cables, because we can put cables behind those dust covers. Great. I use this cheap trolley to put my PC on. This allows me to wheel it in and out of the rig space pretty quickly and allow me to put it behind the rig as a result. Lastly, I mounted up the last of the SRM 3D printed wheel mounts for my Zero Play, just to kind of finish off the space. So why go through this pain at all? I mean, this is a small space. You're not expected to manage cables perfectly anyway. Well, firstly, it was bugging me and it was visible on camera, and that makes things worse. It also doesn't hurt to do some dusting now and again. Make sure that all of your components live as long as you need them to. On a more serious note, the PC that I was using in this rig, which is now sitting behind me, was sitting right down there in essentially the hottest dead air space that I have in the house. This is bad for the computer, and it also meant I couldn't maintain it very well. Couldn't go and clean those dust covers that it has, and I couldn't upgrade it at all. I can now have a look at maybe maintaining that better, and also throwing in a few different parts here and there as the need arises and as new hardware comes out. You may have also noticed that I have a different wheel bracket here on my rig, and also a GT Omega mat. I'm not going to talk too much about those because I'm saving them for another episode, but they are shown in the time-lapse video. The mat itself, I believe, sets off the rig nicely in this space and hides my hideous carpet. So I think that's enough talking. Let's have a look at the time-lapse and I'll come back to you in a couple of minutes. So you've seen the time lapse. Was all of this really worth it? Maybe. Moving the PC, like I said, from the front of the rig to the back has made an immense improvement on being able to maintain that computer hardware. It also means it shouldn't overheat quite as readily as it was when it was sitting down there. Doing this project took me about a week, and it broke me in more ways than I thought was possible. I don't think I'd be doing this again in a hurry. And if you're in a space tiny as this, don't worry too much about the cable management. Of course, I'm on camera, so I kind of have to tidy up a little bit. You guys just pretend it's not there. Racing VR doesn't exist. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. And if you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please, please, please help support this channel by subscribing or have a look at our merch store. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye for now.